Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video I'm out on the range shooting a bunch of different guns with my rugged Obsidian 9mm can. Now this is a silencer that I've had for several years now, and to be honest, I don't shoot much 9mm through it, but I still think having a 9mm can is a great option. It gives you a lot of flexibility in the stuff that you can do with it. It's configurable. You can kind of tell this whole section you can pull off and run it in this shorter configuration, and you basically just lose a couple baffles. But as lightweight as this can is, even in its full length, I tend to run it full length all the time just to make it that much quieter. The way I've got it set up right now is it comes with, I believe the way it comes in the box when I bought it was it comes with a booster. It's obviously 1/2 because that's what a typical 9mm pistol is going to be threaded, but it comes with a booster. So in order to run it on fixed barrel stuff like a 22 or a 9mm carbine or something like that, you want to either get a fixed barrel spacer, which is what I have, and you take your booster spring out and that spacer just takes the place of that and makes this solid where it's not reciprocating. In most pistols, a Browning style unlocking system in a pistol, you want to run the booster to give it that extra little help that it needs to cycle the gun. But with the 22, anything with a fixed barrel, you don't want to run a booster because basically it can dance around on the gun without the barrel moving, and you could potentially get a end cap strike or even a baffle strike. So I've got it set up with the spacer, but from Obsidian you can also get different threaded end caps that don't have the booster assembly at all. You could just replace this whole end cap with a 1/2 direct thread, or a 5/8 24 if you wanted to run it on like a 300 blackout. You can actually run this can on a subsonic 300 blackout, or, and this is something I may end up doing if I go that route, is a 338 arc, which this is a 0.355 diameter can. That's what a 9mm is. So a 338 arc would fit, would technically still function through this can because, you know, it's pretty close. And to me, if I ended up buying a 338 arc, it would be exclusively to run subsonics. So this may end up kind of serving that purpose as well. But like I said, I'm just out here on the range to shoot around a bunch of 22s just for fun. First up, I'm going to run it on my Bear Creek Arsenal BC22. I've got a recent video about this gun, and I did some shooting with the silencer, so that's what I'll be shooting first. One thing to mention before I start shooting is, in preparation for this video, I went ahead and cleaned all these 22s, and some of them had been a long time. Particularly this gun I hadn't cleaned since I got it, so I gave them all a good bath, and hopefully that'll make them run a little better in this video. Next up is going to be my Walther P22. I've got a video on the channel about this gun as well. Had to go ahead and break out the glove because this thing's starting to heat up. Next up is going to be a Ruger 1022 mounted in this Archangel Nomad chassis that makes it look like a G36. Pretty cool, pretty fun gun. I've got actually a couple of videos on the channel of this. Up next is my Savage Model 64 Precision. I have a recent video on this one, and one thing that was kind of interesting when I took this apart to clean it, once again, first time I'd ever cleaned this one, is that on these guns, the way the bolt comes out is you actually have to pull the whole barrel out to get the bolt assembly out. So I thought that was kind of neat. Another thing that was kind of funny is that when I did take it apart, you could basically just dump out dry particles out of the whole receiver. So it was pretty dry and pretty gunked up before I cleaned it. So I think in my last video it had a few malfunctions, so rightfully so, it was pretty rough. All right, next up is something that I've actually had for a long time, and I've never shot it suppressed. So this is a Tactical Solutions TSG 22. It's just a slide and barrel, a 22 slide and barrel and magazines that fits on a Glock 19 size gun. They have them. They did. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but they did have them for Glock 17 footprint guns as well. And I actually made 2 videos on this particular setup way back when I first started my channel, and I've never shot it suppressed, so we'll see how it goes. It runs about like I remember, maybe worse with the silencer on it. The last gun I'm going to shoot today doesn't have anything to do with the 9mm can, because this one is not threaded, but I've just never done a video on this gun, and it's one of my favorite guns. It was actually the first 22 I ever bought, and this is an Armscore M1600. So obviously made to sort of look like an M16. I think it has like a fake flash hider, or not fake, but like a set screw on flash hider, and I want to say maybe it had some kind of funky little carry handle and front sight post at some point. I bought it used. I think I paid, I want to say, somewhere around 75 bucks for it. Obviously I did a sweet rattle can job on it, and this gun has killed probably more stuff than any other rifle I own, just because I had this in high school and we shot jackrabbits and skunks and coyotes and all kinds of stuff with it. So not a gun I shoot very often, just kind of sentimental to me. I really like it, so I'm out here shooting it today too. It also runs a lot better than some of the nicer, more expensive guns I have. Well, alright, that's the video. Hard to have much more fun than coming out here and blasting through a bunch of 22. One gun I could have brought out that I didn't, it would also be perfect to put on a AR that's got a 22 conversion kit put in it, but I don't have any of mine set up that way right now, so I didn't do that. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.